Behold, his soul which is lifted up is not upright in him.
Yeah, his soul which is lifted up is not upright in him is this so-called white man, is Esau, the devil, Lucifer. Go ahead.
But the just shall live by his faith.
And the just are talking about the elect of Israel. Not all Israel, because you got Israelites that are out there bugged out of their damn minds that work with the elites, work for the elites. All right? So it's not talking about them. Go ahead.
Yea, also because he transgresseth by wine. He is a proud man, neither keepeth at home.
Now, Elder Gabar had read something concerning the military bases. There's over 1,000 of them. Read that again.
It says, yea, also because he transgresseth by wine, he is a proud man, neither keepeth at home.
Yeah, through his bases, man. He's all over the place. He occupies these different nations and and tells the world he's doing it for good. Like when the earthquake hit down there in Haiti, man, they're still catching hell down there in Haiti. Right after the earthquake hit, who'd you see down there? You saw Clinton and you saw Baby Bush. Then I think Hillary was down there. Even Sarah Palin went down there, man. And ain't nothing changed down there. Then you saw UN troops down there, soldiers down there. And there's one video out of them raping a little Haitian boy. So this devil got to go. Go ahead.
Who enlargeth his desire as hell, and is as death, and cannot.
And is as death. Everywhere he goes, he brings death. Go ahead.
And cannot be satisfied.
He's not satisfied, man. If he's sitting on $100 billion, he wants $500 billion. If he's sitting on $500 billion, he wants $1 trillion. Go ahead.
But gathereth unto him all nations, and heapeth unto him all people.
Yeah, he taxes the whole world. Go ahead.
Shall not all these take up a parable against him?
Well, did not Ahmadinejads, whatever the hell his name is, didn't he take up a parable against him? That's why they got up out of their seats and they ran like freaking rats. Go ahead.
And a taunting proverb against him, and say, woe to him that increaseth that which is not his.
And that's how you got all these riches. How'd you set up America? You came over here against the natives of this land, and you destroyed them, and you took their lands and you put them on reservations.
Yeah, Elder Tar read the key word there, gathereth. It says he gathereth unto him all people. Now I looked up that word gathereth from the Hebrew asap, which means to gather, receive, remove, to gather, to collect, to assemble, be gathered. And I saw that word collect. That's their resources. You know, they gather those people, but also to steal and rip off their resources, like we were talking about earlier.
That's what they do. Go ahead.
It says, woe to him that increaseth that which is not his. How long? And to him that ladeth himself with thick clay.
Yeah, the thick clay is an ibatyat, which means depth. That's what it means. Go ahead.
Shall they not rise up suddenly that shall bite thee, and awake that shall vex thee?
Right, like I said, Ahmadinejad, he's speaking against you. You know, he's bringing these accusations against you. He's bringing the facts against you. Not the accusations. He's bringing the facts against you. He's throwing it in your face. Read that again.
Yep. Shall they not rise up suddenly that shall bite thee?
There's going to come a time where they ain't going to speak no more. They're going to start biting you. Now look up the word, look up the word bite. 7th verse.
Yeah, we're going to look up the word bite, the Hebrew word nashak, means to bite, to pay, give interest, lend for interest or usury, to give interest, meaning they got to pay back. They got to pay back, basically. To vex, metaphorically down here, to oppress. Oh, they're going to oppress you, you devils, because you oppress them. To vex, to oppress, to lend on usury, meaning you got to pay them back.
Yeah, go to Isaiah 33:1. Go ahead.
Isaiah chapter 33, verse 1. Woe to thee that spoilest, and thou wast not spoiled, and dealest treacherously, and they dealt not treacherously with thee. When thou shalt cease to spoil, thou shalt be spoiled. And when thou shalt make an end to deal treacherously, they shall deal treacherously with thee.
So the day is talking about these nations. And let's go back to Habakkuk.
Chapter 2, verse 7. Shall they not rise up suddenly that shall bite thee, and awake that shall vex thee? And thou shalt be for booties unto them. Because thou hast spoiled many nations.
Yeah, the word booties means spoils. They're going to take what you have. Go ahead.
Because thou hast spoiled many nations, all the remnant of the people shall spoil thee.
So you're getting ready to be pulled down from your throne. And you're going to be beat in the head with your scepter. You got something? Go ahead.
Because of men's blood, and for the violence of the land, of the city, and of all that dwell therein. Woe to him that coveteth an evil covetousness to his house, that he may set his nest on high, that he may be delivered from the power of evil.
In other words, you're going to try to escape this destruction, but you're not going to escape. Go ahead.
It says, thou hast consulted shame to thy house by cutting off many people, and hast sinned against thy soul. For the stone shall cry out of the wall.
How did you sin against your stone? How did you sin against your soul? When you go back to Genesis, the 4th chapter, Cain and Abel. Go ahead.
For the stone shall cry out of the wall, and the beam out of the timber shall answer it.
That means these buildings are going to come down, and you're going to get caught up in that, man. Judgment is about to totally destroy you. And the final analysis, the final thing that's going to take place is Russia and possibly China and other nations that possess these missiles, ICBM missiles. They're going to shoot these missiles on you and utterly destroy you. And then the ones of you that remain, you're going to be shackled up, and you're going to take your behinds right into slavery. Go ahead.
Yeah, because Elder Tahar asked the question, how did you lose your own soul? This is a quick scripture. This is Mark 8:36. For what shall it profit a man if he shall gain the whole world and lose his own soul? I mean, that explains itself right there.
Yeah, you gained the whole world, but you lost your soul. Go ahead.
Back in Habakkuk 2:12. Woe to him that buildeth a town with blood, and establisheth the city by iniquity.
How did you build America? By blood. By bloodshed. You had to kill a lot of people. You had to kill off a lot of the tribe of Gad, the Reubenites. You had a thing called the Trail of Tears, where you had these Gadites, North American Indians, and Reubenites go from, I think, Florida to Oklahoma. I think it was a 75-mile trek, I think it was. You had babies, infants, you had old natives, and they were dying on that trail. That's why it was called the Trail of Tears. So you're going to pay for that, man. Now, you're not, the ones that actually did that, you're the ones that's going to pay are your children, because you're your children coming back in reincarnation. See, there's reincarnation in the scripture. So you're going to pay for what you did in the next life. And you're going to pay. Just speak on that.
Yeah, basically, you had something called the Shivington Massacre. It was named after Colonel John Shivington, I guess his name was. He was a so-called white man, and basically he ordered the massacre of we did it. Yeah. Yeah, just like Elder Tahar said, yeah, we did do a lesson on that, now that I remember. And all you got to do is Google the Shivington Massacre and find out more wickedness of this devil, you know.
And he was supposed to be a Christian too, a good Christian. All right, go ahead.
It says, Behold, is it not of the Lord of hosts that the people shall labor in the very fire, and the people shall weary themselves for very vanity? For the earth shall be filled with the knowledge of the glory of the Lord, as the waters cover the sea. Woe unto him that giveth his neighbor drink, that putteth thy bottle to him, and maketh him drunken also, that thou mayest look on their nakedness.
And that's what you devils do. You set people up, you motherfuckers. But with that, we're going to close it and catch us on the next go-round. Shalom. And damn Edomites.